If you're a boomer like I am, and your kids are gone and you're going to sell your house and you're going to retire, you've been in your house 10, 20, 30 years, your property taxes are relatively low. Did you know in California that if you sell your house and you buy a house later, within 2 years of equal or lesser value, you can roll your property taxes that you pay now into the new property. There's no new reassessment, which could save you thousands of dollars a year. So you have 2 years from the time of sale of one house before you purchase another house to transfer the tax over. Mm-hmm. The other big thing about houses people don't think about when they buy a house is the receipts for the upgrades that you do. All the money that you spend in upgrades are not deductible in the year in which you do them. What they are good for is adding to the price of your house as a purchase basis. We call that cost basis. So I bought the house for $200,000. I put $200,000 of upgrades into it. So now my cost is $400,000. Why does that matter? When you sell your house later, if you're married, you get $500,000 of exemption, no tax on the first $500,000. If you're single, it's $250,000. Well, every dollar that you have that raised that price in improvements obviously takes away from your taxable income, which would make more money in your pocket. So it's crucial to save all the receipts. And that doesn't mean bank account statements, checks, and or credit card statements. Those are not receipts. A Home Depot charge on your American Express just says Home Depot. We have no idea. The IRS will not count that as a receipt because they don't know what it's for. You need the itemized receipt to say what you bought. You deal with a contractor. Make sure he puts down what he's doing. So it's important to discuss with your tax professional what all of this will mean to you before you do it. Not do it and then go, oh, but I didn't know about this or that.
Right.
And anybody who calls themselves a tax professional, not a tax preparer, should give you that time and give you all these explanations and spend time. Spending time with our clients is what we do.
Right.
And if you don't get this done in advance, you're going to make poor choices based on lack of information. If somebody is going to spend the time with you, but they're charging you, and you're a client, that's a problem. If you're not a client, I understand that. But if you say, I'm a client, I'm going to do my taxes with you, then you should be able to spend time with them to fully understand what's going on free of charge. We only charge people on an annual basis, and we support them throughout the year. The thing we see with a lot of tax professionals, they don't stay up to stuff on what's going on in the tax world. We had 56 changes last year, major changes in tax law. With this new legislation, this Inflation Reduction Act, we're gonna have a ton more. You need to be up on it. Now, I know it sounds corny, but that's what I read, is tax law. I have to know to tell my clients. So if you've been going to somebody, they don't give you advice, and they don't tell you what's new in the world, that's an issue. And I know they're comfortable and you like them, but if they're costing you $8,000 to $10,000 to $20,000 a year, how good is that friendship? With our people, as we tell them, if we're not saving you money, find somebody else. Because that's our goal. That's our only goal. Taxes is what we do after we do the planning to get the numbers as low as possible. Mm-hmm. So if I don't do any planning with you, how can I save you money?
Right.
You can't come to me in January and say, hey, about last year. I can't do anything. Last year's over. Come to me now. Do you want to know if you owe $30,000 in August right now so you can get ready for April? Or do you want to know in March when you drop your tax stuff off that next week you got to write a check for $30,000? The sooner you know, the better preparation you can make. So no matter what you've done, reach out to us or reach out to whoever does your taxes and say, hey, I want to do some tax planning. And if they don't give you the warm and fuzzies and do that, then reach out to us because this is all we do.